Hello Discovery Artists! I am excited to be back with our Art at Home videos. Today we're going to do part 2 of the pop-up landscape adventure project. Can't wait to get started. So today some of the materials you are going to need are more paper, pencil, eraser, scissors, and then either a glue stick or tape, any type of adhesive that you have at home. And we are going to finish up the project and build the little pop-ups for today. Now, please remember there will be time during the video where you can pause it if you'd like to do the steps along with me, or you can do it after you've watched the video. Please read the learning target with me. I can create a pop-up adventure. To review, here is a look at our final product. What does adventure mean? Pause and think about it. Adventure means a fun or exciting activity. So for today's step, we are going to create the pop-up objects or people in our background. So I want you to think about what you want to create and where you are going to place these objects. One object should be you. You need to add yourself to this. So pause and get a piece of paper. First, we are going to begin by drawing our 3 objects. So I have chosen to add another cactus to my desert adventure. I also want to bring along my pet tortoise, Pearl, so I'm going to draw her. And then I'm going to work on drawing myself because we have to go on our adventure. Now remember, it should be high quality work with many details. Make sure when you draw yourself that it looks proportional. That means your arms are long enough and your legs are long enough and you are not drawing a stick figure. Please draw all the details in, like your face and clothes and whatever clothes you should be wearing in your adventure. Since I'm going to the desert, I thought I'd dress up like a cowgirl and wear a hat and vest. Please make sure all your objects have many details. Pause here and draw. Next, we are going to trace over our drawing with a black permanent marker, Sharpie. Again, check with your parents before you start using. Go slow and make sure you do not make any mistakes because remember, you cannot erase Sharpie. Make sure that you are tracing over all the details in your drawing. And then when you're done tracing over it with the Sharpie, you can go through and erase all of your pencil lines. Pause here and trace over your drawing with the Sharpie. Next, you are going to use a Sharpie to add a rectangle to the bottom of each object. Make sure the top of the rectangle is touching each of your objects. We are going to use that to create the pop-up. Then you can erase any extra lines. Pause here to complete this step. Our pop-ups are almost ready. Finally, add color. You can use any materials that you have accessible: crayons, colored pencils, pastels, paint, whatever you'd like to use. Make sure you color in carefully and fill in all the details. Our next step is to cut out all 3 objects. Go carefully around all 3 parts and make sure you do not cut the rectangle off the bottom. As you can see in mine, you have to have the rectangle attached to each object in order for your objects and people to stand up. Don't worry about getting the white space in between out. Just cut neatly and carefully using good craftsmanship around all of your objects. Take your time. Pause here and do that step. Now that you have cut them out, flip over each object and fold over the rectangle one time for each one. Make a nice sharp crease. Pause here to do this step. Good. Now go get your background. You need to think about what glue or tape that you have at home. If you are going to use tape, pull off a small piece and roll it into a ball so that the sticky sides are on the outside. Tape it to the bottom of your rectangle and put your object or character where you want it to go. If you are using glue, just a little bit on the bottom of the rectangle, place your object where you want it to go, hold and count to 10. Do this for all 3 objects. Now your pop-up is complete. Well done. Your last step is to go on to Art Sonia and take a picture so that I can see it. So on your phone or tablet, click the Art Sonia app. Then click the blue circle that says Students. Scan the QR code. Hit your grade. Search for your name. My fake one is called Test. Click Add Artwork, the yellow button. Scroll down until you find the right project. This one is called 2nd to 4th grade Pop-Up Adventure. Then click Take a Picture. Set your project somewhere where there's a bright light. Take a good picture. Then you can use the white circles to crop around your picture so it's just your artwork, no extra things in the background. Then hit Next. On this screen, make sure your image looks good. If your name is anywhere, hit Blur. If not, hit Next. Then you can type in a title for your artwork. Hit Submit when you are done. On this page, I want you to write an artist statement. So please write 1 or 2 sentences telling me about your art. Then hit Submit. You are all done. Great job!